Kern is asking that the seller wants an offer before giving an asking price. That's fine. I would just, anytime I give an offer, I do price anchoring. So it's really important to give a super low number. Now, it doesn't basically have to be a number that's going to kill the deal. So if you lowball a seller, a lot of the times emotions get involved and they just get very angry and you just ended up shooting your foot off. But it is good to get in an extreme low number in there, even if it's in kind of an innocuous way. Just basically just say, well, the last property we purchased, we bought for this amount of money. But that would be your price anchor, your extreme low anchor. And then you would give your actual offer. I generally do 70% of what my offer will eventually be. So definitely get in, and you do want to frame people in between. You really do want to frame them between at least two numbers, ideally three. You want to price anchor them with a very low ball number, even if that's not your offer, just to say, well, I see a property like yours sold for this amount of money. That would be your extreme low anchor to kind of attach them in there. And the concept is that folks do kind of get trapped between the numbers you give them. They basically just kind of get absorbed into it and they just don't really think, well, my property is worth this amount of money. They're stuck between these numbers. So give them the extreme anchor and then give them a low offer, and this would be your eventual offer. The other thing I like to do is I don't like to give them a specific number. I don't like to offer them $150,000 for their home. I like to offer them $149,772. I want to be super specific. That way they know. I mean, if I told you I'm going to give you $150,000 for your home, I'm just pulling that number out of the air. And that's just a number that I'm comfortable with. I don't have any actual specific reasons. But if I told you I was going to buy it for $149,772, that's super specific. You think I actually have a reason, that I actually calculated these numbers, and that's the number I came up with. The other one's just arbitrary, and you know it. I wouldn't hesitate to go ahead and give the seller an offer. I would try to price anchor them. You can also just price anchor them without giving them the other numbers and say, well, I see this other property sold for this amount of money, the super low number. What do you think about that? The seller's going to respond, well, I don't think much about that, and that's a crazy offer. But now they've been anchored with that extreme low number at that point, and hopefully you didn't alienate the seller. You don't want to do that. And then you can come in with a more reasonable offer, your next offer. And kind of go in there. I think his name is Chris Voss, who wrote a book on negotiating. And I can't remember what it is, but he actually has a method, and it's actually called the Ackerman method. Look up the Ackerman method, and it's very effective, and it'll give you the hierarchy of when to give your offers and how. And I pretty much do follow the Ackerman method. So that's what I would recommend. Don't worry about the seller forcing you to name your price first, as long as you do it kind of accurately and you do so in a way that you're not going to end up ruining the deal. All right, good.